Hello, hi, I'm Eddie Obeng, and this is How. Daily, I bring you a different way to look at the world, an idea, a performance enhancement tool, a possibility exploration tool. And today, I want to try and explore that challenge we all have of how do you actually create people or teams who actually are able to perform better than the world is pushing against them. The whole idea of a breakthrough team, a team which can grow and perform better than the challenges it's facing. So let's jump onto Cube and let's have a look and let's see what we can find. Okay, so welcome to Cube, where, as you know, the sun is always shining. It's a great view. This is my executive office, as you can see, looking over London. Really cool. What should we do? I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a look at the whiteboard because that's the place to be. Join whiteboard. There we go. So, breakthrough teams. So I start with a little image, this one here, and this image is basically like a baseball team. And I'm going to put in this one here, which is a group of people supporting each other. So I'm going to think about how do you get people to be able to perform over and above what they would normally do? How do you get them to know that what they're doing is something which is really spectacular and to tackle problems which have previously been impossible? And the answer is very simple. It's a combination of two things. I've got the picture of this baby here. Why? Because babies, they can't do anything. You just have to look after them. You have to support them. You have to nurture them. You're forced into that because they can't do anything. By the time they get to this age here, you can see the dad is busy plotting with the child, and they're probably planning to do something. So as they grow, you can try to challenge them to get stuff to happen. What often happens is in a lot of the management textbooks, the role of the leader becomes the supporter, the servant leader, and they sort of relegate you to acting as if all the people in your team are babies. Whereas actually not only are they kids, but it's even further on. Imagine, for example, you decided you wanted to help somebody to become the world lifting champion, okay? And the way you were going to do it was, instead of them just training, what you would do is when they go to lift the weight, you would help them. So you see what I'm trying to say? Supporting people, when you're trying to break through, it's not going to work. You have to challenge them. Here's a heavier weight, and you only support them with the bits they can't do. If you want somebody to grow, it's impossible to help them except in the point where they're stuck. Once you're through the point they're stuck, it's over to them because that's how they build their capability, their confidence, and their strength. And if you're doing it with a team of people, then what you want is the team to be able to challenge each other because that's how they get strong. Imagine the chap on the left was a real weed and the one on the right was really strong. The one on the right wouldn't get any stronger. The team would not perform better. It's because they're quite well matched. That's what brings out the best in them. So breakthrough teams is basically about you thinking about your leadership style, but in a very, very specific way so you can get the speed and power of this wonderful cheetah. So let's have a look at it. There are two axes to bear in mind. I've been talking about support and challenge, but there's also routine as opposed to challenge, and there's abrasiveness, or rather pushing backwards, as opposed to support. So if things are really routine and they're sort of horrible, then basically what you discover is it's really boring. Everything's horrible. The team they'll start off probably quite happy to be part of the team included. Then they'll fight a little bit. Then they'll try and share some stuff. They won't work. And then it goes in reverse. So it's all very grim. The team doesn't grow. If, on the other hand, you start to challenge, but things are routine, there's nothing new coming through, then what you find is that the team just breaks down because it just gets boring, too difficult, too hard, there's challenge, there's nothing new. And unless you've got some people who are carers or people with a sense of humor, the team will just collapse. You won't be able to get anyone to overperform, okay? And then imagine that you're now doing stuff which is a little bit more supportive, but actually, once again, you're on the routine side. Then what you find is that you actually are in a situation where everything's so cozy because nobody's pushing you. It's the same stuff over and over again, and the team it'll feel nice, but you'll never deliver anything different. This is the box you try to keep your team in, which is challenge them and then support them. Challenge them, get them to support each other. Remember the two people pushing against each other. Challenge them, make sure their roles are interdependence. After all, what's a team? A team is people with a common goal, shared a common goal, and interdependence, knowing one can't win without the other, and knowing that at the same time they have personal responsibility. So you support them so that interdependence drives that process. If you have people who like solving things, getting on with stuff in particular, it's easy to produce a team who can actually create and deliver almost anything, especially things which have never been done on this planet before. So that's breakthrough teams. And for you as a leader, just look at your style and just try and figure out, do I challenge enough? Do I challenge at the right point? Am I just abrasive? Do I just let them do routine? Guys, that's how you build a breakthrough team. I've been Eddie Obeng, and there's a quick guide, as there always is, cube.cc/pets/breakthrough teams. And there is a newsletter which you can subscribe to, and you can get straight through your letterbox, so that you won't miss any of these quick videos. See you again.